Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got breaking news coming out from Israel to share with you. So we've got major reports just coming out now that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, has fired the Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. Okay, so in this picture here on the right side of your screen, that is Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister. On the left side, that is Yoav Gallant, the Defense Minister, just for reference. And the timing of this is very interesting because today's date is November 5th, 2024, and the United States is currently holding presidential elections, okay? Could we be finding out that Donald Trump is going to get back into the White House and potentially alter things in the Middle East, maybe even with Russia and Ukraine? Or will we get Kamala Harris and maybe everything might continue on the same path that it's going on now? So very interesting that they would choose to do this right now. Obviously, Benjamin Netanyahu making the decision to fire Yoav Gallant. And also, we have this upcoming attack coming from Iran. Okay, now Iran could attack as soon as today. Why would they choose to do this at this time? It doesn't really make complete sense. But apparently, Benjamin Netanyahu coming out and saying that there's been a growing divide and a rift of trust between Benjamin Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant. So apparently, he doesn't trust him anymore. And he has been replaced by Foreign Minister Israel Katz. Now, Israel Katz is definitely more in line with Benjamin Netanyahu's policies. He is very pro-war, very pushing for eliminating Hezbollah, eliminating Hamas. And Yoav Gallant has definitely criticized many of the decisions of Benjamin Netanyahu in the past. They've even had some arguments over some things. So it doesn't completely surprise me that we are seeing this at this time. And we also heard weeks back that Yoav Gallant may have been fired. He obviously wasn't fired back then when we heard that. I did report that to you guys several weeks ago or maybe a month ago. But again, very interesting this coming out today, and also with the timing of this attack coming from Iran. So we're going to talk some more about this. I'll give you guys some more information. We're going to start off over here on mainstream news with the Jerusalem Post. It says Netanyahu fires Gallant amid U.S. elections as Israel braces for Iran attack. Foreign Minister Israel Katz has been offered the defense minister role, and Gideon Saar offered to join government as new foreign minister. Okay, so the previous foreign minister, Israel Katz, taking over for Yoav Gallant. Gideon Saar will take over Israel Katz's former position as the foreign minister. Okay, again, this just coming out today, November 5th, 2024. It says here, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu fired Defense Minister Yoav Gallant Tuesday night, citing a crisis of trust that gradually deepened, replacing him with Foreign Minister Israel Katz. The move comes as Israel's brace for a direct Iranian attack and after the IDF under Gallant's command executed a successful strike on the Islamic Republic that targeted its missile production facilities. In the midst of a war, more than ever, full trust is required between the Prime Minister and the Minister of Defense, Netanyahu stated, as he laid out his rationale for, I think it's supposed to be Gallant's removal, while the country was over a year into a war with Iran and its proxies, chiefly Hamas and Hezbollah. Unfortunately, though, in the first few months of the campaign, there was such trust and very fruitful work. Over the last few months, this trust has cracked between myself and the defense minister, Netanyahu said. So apparently that's one of the major reasons why he has fired him, is a lack of trust from Netanyahu trusting Yoav Gallant. Now, I guess it's up to you guys to decide whether that is true. Do you think that this is an issue of trust, or do you think something bigger is coming over here? Okay, obviously, we could be looking at a major war breaking out in the Middle East, and maybe he doesn't want Yoav Gallant to maybe sabotage anything because, like I said, we have shown you guys before some information showing that Yoav Gallant would definitely criticize some of the decisions of Benjamin Netanyahu. And we're definitely at a major crossroads in the Middle East, and a huge war could be potentially breaking out over here, okay? So very interesting, the timing again. So we're going to hop on over to X now. I got a few things to show you guys over here. This is from Yoav Gallant on X, and this is what he said. The security of the state of Israel was and will always remain the mission of my life. Okay, so Yoav Gallant coming out very humble, although he was fired, and still stating that obviously he wants to protect Israel and secure their state. Okay, and it's a major mission for him, is what he stated. All right, also from Benny Gantz, he is a former IDF chief in the Israeli military, and also says politics at the expense of national security. Now, obviously, is this a political move? Let me know what you think down below. And he says at the expense of national security. Okay, and again, they're right around the corner of a major war breaking out over here in the Middle East, and they're over here shuffling people around. And I've got some other reports to show you of some other people that may be fired too that might surprise you. Also from Channel 12 News, directly from Israel, opposition leader Lapid, I think that's Yair Lapid, firing Gallant in the middle of a war is madness. Okay, I mean, I would have to agree with that. I can't imagine if you are in the middle of a war. I think that's one of the worst times to be shuffling around the government. But at the same time, if you're at a major crossroads like Israel is right now, maybe they feel like this is the time to do that. Or does it have something to do with the elections in the United States? Is this some sort of foretelling of who may be elected or who maybe Israel fears is going to be elected? So also moving on to another update, Ozen Defender. Check this out now. The Biden administration and President Biden himself have constantly urged Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu to not remove Yoav Gallant from his position as Minister of Defense due to several reasons, including his close relationship with many U.S. and Western officials. His firing now on the eve of a possible Iranian attack likely means that Netanyahu and his advisors think that tonight's election in the United States will likely go in favor of former President Donald Trump. So very interesting, right? If Yoav Gallant has major ties with the U.S. and good relations, why would they want to replace him at this time if Donald Trump is going to get in? I mean, obviously, we've heard that Donald Trump has come out many times saying that he would end the wars in the Middle East. Maybe Benjamin Netanyahu's not ready for these wars to end, okay? Maybe he wants these wars to continue for whatever reason. But let me know what you think down below. Do you think this is election related? I mean, obviously, this information is being released on the day of the election, so that's why it's very interesting, the timing, right? Okay, also, we've got major protests now breaking out in Tel Aviv from Ozen Defender. Fires in the streets of Tel Aviv have already begun. Apparently, a lot of people are starting to protest already due to Yoav Gallant's firing. So it looks like we're going to be having some major unrest starting to break out inside of Israel, and I'll try to cover that as much as I can if we get more information on that. Okay, also from Ozen Defender again, Israeli Minister of National Security Itamar Ben-Gvir, following Prime Minister Netanyahu's removal of Yoav Gallant from Minister of Defense. Congratulations to the Prime Minister on the decision to fire Gallant. With Gallant, who is still deeply trapped in the concept, it is not possible to achieve absolute victory, and the Prime Minister did well to remove him from his position. So that was a statement coming out from Itamar Ben-Gvir, the Israeli Minister of National Security. Looks like he is supportive of Benjamin Netanyahu's decision to remove Yoav Gallant. Okay, finally, one last thing. This is insane news too from Suppressed News. Breaking, Netanyahu is considering dismissing Chief of Staff Herzi Halevi, okay, that is the IDF chief, and Shin Bet chief Ronen Bar, according to Haaretz and Walla. I think it's Walla if I'm pronouncing that right. This comes right after Netanyahu dismissed Yoav Gallant. Okay, so we could be potentially seeing Herzi Halevi, the IDF chief, being removed, and also Shin Bet chief Ronen Bar. Okay, so it looks like we're going to see a major shakeup potentially here in the next 24 to 48 hours in the Israeli government, also with the IDF. And again, the timing on this is just way too interesting to me that it's happening on November 5th for the elections in the United States. But let me know what you think down below. Why do you think they're shuffling around the government right now, and especially choosing to remove the defense minister when they're about to be attacked? Obviously, he is being replaced by Israel Katz, who I do think will be a good defense minister. We'll have to see how things go. But let me know what you think down below, okay? Share your thoughts, concerns, and opinions down in the comment section. That's going to be it for this update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.